All right, here we go. So we got the just got the front drop spindles out. They're 2-inch drop spindles, and the axles look better on this thing. So I went ahead and pulled them off of this thing and finished taking out everything off here so I can get it out of the shop and just get it out of the way. I tried to put the Cadillac steering wheel on this 2000, and shockingly the splines are different on the steering wheel, so I started taking the column out so I can get that swapped over, and then started I don't know, basically just screwing off, taking stuff apart. So anyway, I'll get the column out, and hopefully there won't be too much interchange. I don't know a whole lot about it. There's no sense in checking the internet, because 5 people say it'll work and 10 people say it won't, and then you try it and it works. So I don't put a whole lot of faith in that. So I'll just pull it out, try it. Hopefully it'll work. If not, no well. Same with the column. I really like the column, but if it doesn't fit, then, you know, no big loss. There's the drop spindles with the axles, and just kind of got lazy and just pulled the whole thing off. And there's my 3200 stall converter, and I'm not sure how many people actually believed me when I said I was going to run it NA for a little while. You don't know me very well. So this is the T4 Amazon Flange. I got it. It came in today. I think it was 250 bucks. And then my buddy showed me where it was on sale for $200 at FHP or FH. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, inexpensive turbo log compared to Faller or something like that. We've run these before without issue. I mean, you know, it's the most cost-effective turbo log that I know of. But it's got a nice thick flange, and then I mean, you can see the casting flaws. I mean, you know, for the most inexpensive log, I mean, what do you expect? It bolts up and holds a turbo, you know. That's all I'm looking for. So, you know, I'll come in here and clean this up, you know, especially up in here, so we can get the plugs in and out like we check them. I bought a 2.5 V-band for this to build my crossover. I would have had it in the truck, but this engine was just absolutely filthy. So I kind of got carried away and started cleaned it up a whole lot, and you know, I don't know, it made me feel better. I don't normally do that, but it was really nasty. So this is obviously the Trailblazer Ss Intake. These are a 6-pin connector. The trucks and whatnot are 8-pin. So for this turbo truck, I bought an X-Link, you know, the little $250 little pigtail thing with a little black box on it that's supposed to allow you to go from 8-pin to 6-pin. But this truck is an 03, and it had communication issues with with HP tuners when I was plugged into the AWD2, and I can do data logs and all that stuff, but I cannot write to the truck from inside the truck. I had to build a bench harness, and then so I would go data log and then have to pull over, pop the hood, undo the connector, plug in the bench harness, flash it, you know, it's just huge pain. I don't know, I never really took the time to try to figure it out. But this truck shouldn't have any of that stuff. I think 03 was the first year, but I'm gonna try, well, I don't know, there's a 06 harness, so I don't know if that'll have anything to do it. I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but I'll try the X-Link just so I can use the thing and feel like I got my money's worth on something, because everything I've tried it on, it's failed to work. And I would have taken it back this summer already, but the paperwork and everything got wet and whatever. They probably wouldn't take it back, and I wouldn't feel right taking it back. But my neighbor was working on one of the little front-wheel drive LS4 setups, and he tried to put one of these throttle bodies on it. We tried the X-Link on there, and it didn't work either. It puts it in reduced power mode, like right off the bat. Nothing. It doesn't open the throttle, so I think what it is the truck throttle body is the wrong one. I think you used the gold blade LS3 one or something. Apparently the pinout's different. But when I was looking at the LS4 stuff, there was some guys on there that took their 8-pin throttle body connector, and then they showed you how to cross the pins for the ones you needed for the 6-pin that would make it function. So if the X-Link doesn't work, I'm going to give that a try, and because I really would like to run this 4-bolt throttle body and not run the 4-bolt to 3-bolt spacer and run the smaller throttle body. I'd like to utilize the whole throttle body, well, the opening in the intake. But anyway, I did change my mind on doing the 243s, simply because we don't have E85 readily available around here, and I don't know, I didn't want to take the heads off and change the valve springs and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what, this turbo truck, it really did well, and it's like 9.5 to 1. Of course, it's got a billet S475 on it. I was like, well, this thing will be, it's already 10 to 1, and this truck will be a lot lighter platform. So I have a VSR 75. It's a T4. I think it's a 110 AR. But anyway, I've got it, and it's never been used, so I'm gonna put it on this one, and then I really would like to go with the latest 78, 75, but anyway, like I say, I already got that VSR 75, so I'm gonna put it on here. And then I've got a couple of intercoolers. I've got that one up there by the toolbox. It's from my AGP twin turbo kit off my Caprice, but it was too big for the Caprice, so I got it left over, so I'll probably throw it in. I got the front diffs in there. I actually did pressure wash the engine bay. You probably can't tell it, but I sprayed it down and with some purple power, and scraped it kind of a little bit. Of course, it was dark outside, so I couldn't really see what I was doing. And it looks better than it did. I did try. The firewall looks a lot better. The frame, the 4.3 kept the frame rails well lubricated to protect against rust. So motor mounts in. I put the transmission and transfer case in all in one swing. That was probably that was a lot. That was kind of cumbersome trying to finagle it around and get it in there by myself on the floor. Should have put it on the lift, but anyway. So got it in there. Got the front drive shaft in. The rear drive shaft was the truck is longer, 3 inches longer than the Escalade. I think I mentioned on one video that it was the Escalade's 115 and then the truck's 119, I believe. So, or no, yeah, 115 and 119 something. Yeah. So I got to get I got the U-joint out, melted the stuff out of it, and got the U-joint out, so I need to go get a new U-joint. I did forget about doing I haven't done a 4-wheel drive turbo yet, I don't think. So it'll be fun getting the crossover on there and then doing the downpipe and all. I don't care. I say I don't care, but I always like to run the biggest downpipe I can regardless, you know. But if I run 4" as far as I can, and then I'll probably run 3" and maybe do a loud valve or something. But the all-wheel drive diffs in. I didn't hook the axles up because I'm going to be using the drop spindles, and these, like I say, these axles were a lot better. I think that's the 4.3 converter, and then there's the 06 harness. And you know, if we have real bad traction issues, we'll bolt those on the back. I hope that hope it plugs into this fuse box. I hadn't really delved that much into it, but hopefully it just plugs in and that works. But that seems optimistic. So anyway, that's where we're at with it. I got my feed on right here, and had to went to Summit today and got a bunch of stuff. Got my wastegate, fittings and hose for the feed line, and then I gotta drill the front for my oil drain, and I haven't done that yet. That was another reason I haven't put it in yet, was because on my Caprice, drilled it in the car, and then when I blew it up on the highway, hurt number 7. I pulled the pan off and pulled the motor out, and I was going through it, and I was like, man, what is all this aluminum in the pan? And I had forgotten that I drilled it in the car. I mean, I had grease on the drill bit and grease on the tap and everything, and sprayed it down with brake clean and all, but I mean, it still gets it in the pan, and while I got it out of the truck, there's no sense in having it be in the oil pan, you know. So left the pan on there. I'll mark where it is. I'll drill the hole, tap it, and then pull the pan off, clean out everything real good. That is I put that gasket on for the customer at some point. I can't remember. I did the O-ring and the pan gasket at the same time. Actually, it was after I did the camshaft in it. I did the cam. We were data logging it, and it had low oil pressure, so I went ahead and dropped everything and put a new gasket, new O-ring in it. So it'll just be to drop the pan, to clean out all the shavings and everything, and then we'll throw it in there. Hopefully this weekend. I've been super busy. I wanted to be a lot further along, but I don't know. I feel like I'm slacking on it, but anyway, I'll be excited to get it in there and start my plumbing. I typically don't like to run them in the grill just for aesthetics. I don't like, you know, because people can spot the intercooler. You know, you got a big intercooler in there, and they can see it from a mile away. So I guess if we can fog it black, and maybe it'll disappear in there. I got did the V6 trucks not have a factory transcooler? I did not know that. I guess it didn't. Wow, I did not know. Okay, well, I've got the TrueCool 40K that I'm gonna put in there, because the 60 needs all the help it can get. So that'll be going in here somewhere, and then I guess I'll probably put the intercooler up here. I guess I'll just have to, you know, it's just a matter of seeing where it fits, where it wants to go, you know. All right, that's it for now.